Hello. Hello. And welcome to Cinnamon Leaf ASMR and Baldur's Gate 3. Still feels crazy to say. First off, we gotta start this episode with a little bit of a downer because we're gonna not go to continue, but rather to load game. Because, and yes, these are all my old characters, I recorded a long time last time for episode 1, and then when I tapped out of the game, I realized that Audacity, which is what I used to record some inside information, did not record from the 25th minute on, so we're just gonna go back to the first autosave today at Nautiloid in Hell. We're gonna go back here, and we're gonna do this again. That's fine. It will be a very similar experience, and as this game isn't blind anyway for me, I have played it before, I don't think it will make much of a difference. If anything, I have more of a grasp on our capabilities so far. But yeah, there we are again. There we are, tiny girl. I do love her character, having looked at her longer now. I'm a great fan. I also think we had that issue with the eye color glitching on the other character. I wonder if it's because of the modded face, because it's not happening on her. So, we got a journal update. Escape the Nautiloid. Show me that. Find a way off the Nautiloid. We've been abducted by mind flayers and infected with some kind of parasite. We need to find a way off this ship. We will do that. Let's go. I talked about this last time, which obviously you're not going to hear, so I'm going to tell you that again. That if I turn too much, or if my voice is too loud, or if something in the game is too loud, or if something isn't the way you want it, please feel free to comment and tell me. This is the early stages of this project, so absolutely can we change everything about it. For now, I've mostly turned the music way down, and I've kept all the sound effects in the game the same volume. And so far, the way I did it was, I'm gonna walk around a little bit while I explain this. I did it the way that, like, if my character talks,
someone else got out.
I do a little interruption and don't speak for the time. And if it's longer, I might do like some finger flutters or like mouth sounds, just because I'm processing it as well. And with the narrator, I usually let her talk, but feel free to tell me if you want me to like also speak the words that the narrator is saying. I think that could be a little bit annoying, but tell me what you want. Yeah, I've got the Sims experience influencing the way I turn. Like, this is WASD, and I've just got the like Sims 3 camera in mind. You can also do it with the mouse, but I do it this way. So if it's too much turning, feel free to tell me. Let's do our first little check on this nursery.
This is the pool that thing came from. The parasite now writhing behind your eye.
Exactly. So we should investigate first. I'll tell you as well here that I am absolutely not above save scumming, which means that you save before you roll and then just reload if you don't like the result of the roll. Having played this game for 800 plus hours, I kind of now know which rolls are vital and which ones aren't. So I personally would re-roll the ones where I'm like, this result is super frustrating and not cool and relaxing and fun to watch. So to me, this is from my own perspective, but for this role, for example, I don't think it matters. And we also have a -1 intelligence, so it makes sense that we would not be good at this, but we'll see. See, that was terrible. That was a horrible roll. That was very bad. But oh well. That was a 3 to a 10.
You notice nothing more than meets the eye.
And we learn absolutely nothing. But alas, that's not that much of a problem. We look so cool. We can just reach towards it. And it explodes. Which is what we would have learned, that it would explode. But as I usually touch it anyway, even if I know that it explodes, I don't think it makes that much of a difference. And then we can go up here to check our surroundings. As you can see, we're on the Nautiloid in L, as the save suggested. This episode we're going to play the tutorial, essentially. Yeah, we're going to play the tutorial.
Visions project into your mind. A Nautiloid hurtling through the plains, resplendent with psionic energy.
Indeed. And we're going to pick up this onyx. I'm a little loot goblin, so I usually pick up literally everything. This does not look safe, but let's go. I think I will have trouble saying this word, but let's try a cartilaginous chest. Cartilage? But I don't know how to put emphasis on it. Like, I know cartilage, but I don't know how to say inus at the end. Like, cartilaginous chest? Let's see. I don't know if that's correct, but cartilaginous, you know? Like, I don't know where to put the emphasis. Also, this button that I'm pressing right now is Alt. Just a tip for people who play this game or just started playing, maybe. Seasoned players do know that. Or anyone who's played the game, I assume. But this button that I'm pressing is Alt. It happens when, like, it is useful when I want to see what I haven't looked at. For example, this mind flare. It just highlights interactable objects in the arena. I almost said a jade. Oh, a precious mineral from the sea of fallen stars, cherished by sovereigns and stone carvers alike. I love this game. Yes, that is indeed good for us. Which that's another detail about this, I think, that's fun, is that technically we would be in favor of this ship falling, because it's an enemy ship. But because we're on it, we're very much not in favor. And I think that's a fun detail, that we're like technically trying to save our enemies just because we are in the same situation as them. I think that's fun. So let's...
I feel better.
You do feel better. Let's get a new restoration chamber. This acts like a long rest for those of you who know D&D or this game. So it restores everything. It's not just a healer. It also restores your spell slots, which is great. So let's go through the first sphincter. This is funny and a little gross. Which is a good keyword for what's going to happen over there later, which is pretty gross, but it gets us a great character. So
Images of goblins, their habits and histories flash into your mind.
goblins. So yeah, this implies, and we learn from this, that the Illithid, the mind flayers, are hive mind, and the way they learn about other cultures is by getting
A schematic
information
Nautiloid flashes into your mind.
into their midst.
Sinews, as much living being as ship.
Yes, that's a little gross, but the ship is kind of alive. But that's what I mean with they get information from brains they consume, essentially.
A feeling penetrates your mind. An anomaly, one like ourselves, unconnected from the whole. Caution.
Mm. So obviously, to a hive mind, someone disconnected is the biggest threat and also scary, I
Let's
guess.
see what this does.
Worlds beyond worlds flash before your eyes. Empires of a grand design traversed by ships just like this.
We will learn way more about the grand design throughout this game. There's an Eldritch tablet. Let's read it.
1,000 years of humanoid history.
Human information.
Humans and more flash behind your eyes.
Indeed. And I don't know if you can hear them in the back, but there's someone talking who's asking us to help. So let's use the school elevator. And this is where it gets a little gross. But I look forward to this character, not Murnath. Murnath is no longer with us. Alas, we are looking for his brain instead of him.
You've come to save us from this place. From this place you'll free us.
We look really good in this light.
Exposed brain quivers in expectation.
Please.
Indeed.
Before they return. They return.
A rule of thumb about picking these answers is that you should, if you want to get the most information out of it, always ask the questions first. You sound afraid. Why?
The enemy. So many enemies.
Indeed. That is scary. Who am I talking to? A man or a brain?
A newborn. Born new from this husk.
A baby.
You
It's
know
just a
creature
baby.
like this, one that is more brain than person.
Mm. If you succeed this check, it tells you that this is an intellect devourer, which I'm just going to tell you. But I don't want to destroy them. I really like this character, which I know is crazy to say, but I do like this character. I think you're past the point of saving. Tell me what to do.
Remove us from this body. From this case. Free us. Please.
Yes. So, here we have different options for what we should do. We can use dexterity to get the brain out, strength, or investigation, but we have -1 to investigation, a 0 on strength, and +2 from dexterity, so we should go with that. Let's see if we make this one. And I'm gonna save for this because I would like this character to be with us. Perfect. That was a 17, and I just clicked through the rolling process, but you can also let it just roll. I wanted that to be faster. That's also an instinct because I've played the game so much to just click away.
The brain lifts from the skull, but you notice an opportunity. You could cripple the strange creature.
No.
More subservient, should it prove a threat.
No. We're not doing that. Absolutely not. We're sparing them. Any injuries might weaken it.
We are free. Our freedom is ours, friend.
Yes,
The
friend.
creature pauses, listening. Something behind your eyes seizes in recognition.
We must go to the helm. At the helm, we are needed.
Yes, let's go to the helm. What is there?
The brain tenses, as though querying an unseen advisor.
Do you not hear it? We will not survive here. We are needed to navigate. We are needed to leave this realm.
Yes, we are. What should I call you?
Us. We are us.
Hello, us, my baby. I know it's crazy to say, but cutest character. Alright, let's go.
To the helm we go. We are going to the helm.
Yes, we are, honey. Come with, baby. A newborn. Cool. You probably have nothing on you. That would be very confusing if you did. You barely have a head. Let's go. Is there anything else up here? There's just brain jars. Nothing else. Okay, then let's get back down. Come up, honey. Onto the elevator. Hello. There we go. I think it would have taken them with us anyway, but now you're not newborn anymore. How fast they grow up. Okay, and I think we did everything else in here. I'm not taking these with me, even though you could pick these up and also sell them, because they're very heavy and they block your inventory, and I don't think we have much carrying capacity. No, sorry, that was the wrong button. Yeah, we have well, actually, that's not that bad of a carrying capacity. Also, I really like the physical model of the gnomes. I've never played a gnome before, as we've discussed. And it's fun with the like big hands and the small arms. Very pretty. Let's get going then. There's a battle going on. Ooh. A battle between psionic strikes and dragons. Fascinating. But we're just trying to get a way and out. Oh, right. Look at us. Beautiful. Someone. Oh, and it's Githyanki woman.
Abomination.
Hi, Lae'zel.
This is your end.
Nice to see you.
Your head throbs and your skin tingles. Visions rush past. A dragon's wing, a silver sword, and a flash of your face seen through the strange woman's eyes. Oh, my head. What is this? You are no thrall. Vlaakith blesses me this day.
She does indeed bless us.
We might survive.
Hell yes. We get our first party member. Hello, Lae'zel. Welcome to the crew. What do you suggest?
First, we exterminate the imps.
Disgusting
Then we
little
fly
men.
the helm and take control of the ship.
Sure,
As
that's
for
what we
that
were doing
thing,
anyway.
It will remain tame as long as it believes we are thralls. It may be of use in the fight to come.
Don't disrespect them. That's our child. That's our literal baby. Yes, indeed. Let's take him down. Horrible, horrible beings. Okay, and we got good initiative rolls. And this is easy mode, so these don't have that many health points. I almost just said hit points. So, how about you go us? You go over there. Very good, very good.
Come on, can't stay idle.
And then we do have spells. And there is a restoration chamber over there. So we can always use, well, this is a cantrip anyway, but how much damage do you do? 1 to 6, 4. We can also just hit them with our staff. Let's do the druidic thing. See, perfect. That was great. Cantrips you can just repeat, so that's cool. We have a bonus action which we can do healing word on, but no one is hurt, so we're good. So that's that turn.
No time to waste.
And now you are the only one who has a distance weapon, a ranged weapon. So let's shoot this dude. That is not that great, but that's fine. Hello, my guy. How dare you? How dare you attack us? That is our child.
You prove surprisingly adequate in battle.
Indeed, lazy.
Now, to the hell.
That's where we're going. Void bulb, a caustic bulb, and potion of healing. Probably not always gonna read out what I collect, but a scimitar. That's actually relevant to us because it's more of a druid weapon and we are proficient in it. So, even though the quarterstaff is really cool, that is actually also really cool. The sassy hand on the hip. I would go for the scimitar simply because it has more damage to do. And if we want to not just be entirely spell-based, we do need some attack. That's a light crossbow that we're, as you can see there, not proficient with, but we'll pick it up. You can always sell stuff for money. Another light crossbow.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
I wonder, actually, this is when you press tab, you can see the crew view. I wonder if we are proficient in the short bow. Are we? No. Okay. Because otherwise I would have said we can just switch it out and she can have the light crossbow, because I'm pretty sure she is proficient in it. But for now, let's just walk around and check out if there's anything that we should still loot. I don't think so, but you know. There's the imp. Also, I wonder, that's a hand axe, it's more for throwing. You can also attack with it normally, but we're not proficient. I wonder if we can just pick a scimitar on our offhand as well. That would be really cool if we find another one. Then we would have 2 scimitars. I mean, that would look really cool. 2 hand axes is good too. That would look really cool if we just like crossed scimitars on this tiny goblin body. Okay, and we're gonna heal so that us is fine. Very good.
The ship won't be able to take another dragon attack. We need to get out before it's too late.
Indeed. I'm just gonna say indeed the entire time. That's also great. A short sword. I think Lae'zel's sword is probably better. It's a long sword, yeah. That's probably better. Cool. Not that long swords are inherently better than short swords. That's just, I think it does more damage and it fits her better. Look at that. Okay, I think we're done with this part. Let's go up. If you couldn't tell already, this is going to be a long, long episode. Because I don't think it makes sense to interrupt in between. It's going to be one long tutorial episode. But at this point, I'm going to quickly check if stuff is still recording. Just to be safe. It is. Okay. Cool. There we go. Next room. Let's see. What's this?
Machinery. I can make no sense of it.
Maybe we can.
Another mystery.
No.
Can't read this script.
And no. Okay. Last time we succeeded one of them, but we're not pressing any of these buttons without knowing what they mean anyway. And there's someone shouting for our help, so we should deal with her.
You! Get me out of this damn thing!
Hello? Hello, Shadowheart. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Let's look for a latch.
The construction is too alien. Nothing looks familiar.
This
Indeed.
ship is crashing. Do you intend to die for a stranger?
That's not what this is. We're gonna get you out. Don't worry. I'll go look around.
Try that contraption next to the pod. They did something to it when they sealed me in. Hurry! Please!
Sure. Let's do that. Let's check. Let's check it out.
The console appears dormant.
Let's look for a switch.
Mechanisms are completely unrecognizable at first. But then you spy an empty socket.
So we're not hitting it. That clearly means there is something missing from it.
Must power this thing.
Exactly. So let's go find out.
Faint images appear in your mind. A brain, a Githyanki warrior, and centuries of darkness.
Wow. Okay. So we're gonna pocket this dark mind. Brain in a jar indeed. I'm gonna pick up this necklace and try and open this elaborate reliquary. Cool, so we're gonna look for a key. Let's go through the next sphincter. There's another intellect devourer. And a woman with a key. And a scimitar. So let's check if we can carry... Because it's a finesse weapon, I wonder if we can carry both of them. We can. That's sick. I wonder if it does anything. We can do offhand attack and melee. That's really cool. I mean, that looks sickening. Come on. That looks so cool. Okay.
How many hosts of these gay infected?
Yeah, that's something we can look at here in the back. You can see there is just an armada of these pods.
Dazed woman is trapped inside the pod. She doesn't notice you.
Interesting. I don't think we can save her. So what does this say?
Could mean anything.
It could indeed, but I can tell you what it means because this is a fun tidbit, I think. In written form, it reads like it says perfect, but in fact it's the verb perfect, and it refers to this pod, and if you press it to perfect her, she turns into a mind flayer. It does nothing other than flavor, and I would not do it. Her fate is sealed otherwise anyway, but I like to believe that we weren't the one to press the button at least. A quill, gold, and an elder true. It very much might. I'm also not always going to read those journal updates, because very clearly this is just like, you found the slate. There's a slave mind here. There's many of the brains here, and this is another of those unpronounceable chests. And this is all very much modded stuff. I'm gonna just pick up all of it, because this chest is like programming wise, it's an easy drop point for modded in items. These chairs are kind of slay, because this point everyone will be able to access, so it's the tutorial chest that has everything in it. Okay, we got the slate. We got the slate, and now we can try and open that. Hello?
The console appears dormant.
So we will insert the rune.
The console hums to life.
Very good. And let's try and take a closer look. We have a -1 to intelligence checks, but maybe we roll well. Who knows? We do not. We in fact roll bad. But that's alright. That's not an issue.
Nothing in the appearance of the device betrays its purpose. It could do anything.
That's fine. We already know what it does anyway, so that's not
You feel a hideous
that important.
in your head. A parasite. Then discomfort fades, and another sensation washes over you. Connection. Authority.
Incredible. We got powers from that thing. And it's very hard for us to not make this roll. Difficulty class 2, and we have +3 wisdom, but we could still fail it if we roll a 1. So I'm gonna save, but it's highly unlikely. That's a 5. That's lovely. Okay.
You feel the biomechanical brain of the console process your command and yield to it. A
Cool.
shiver runs across your mind. You feel sated.
Ew. But there she goes. Spit up out of her pod.
Thought I was done for.
No, Shadowheart, we got you. Hello, girl.
If
thought that damn thing was going to be my coffin. Thank you.
We got you.
Her mind lurches into her thoughts. Her gratitude is mixed with wariness, because you have a gift with you.
She racist,
Dangerous company.
but we're gonna get the girls to stop fighting. Do you have a problem with Githyanki?
More the Gith have a problem with everyone else. But there's more important matters right now. Survival. Let me
Exactly.
come with you. We can get off this ship and watch each other's backs along the way.
Exactly, girl. Did you feel what I just felt before? We were in each other's heads.
I did. It must be because of those parasites they put in us.
And that does
But
seem
that'll have
likely.
to wait. Are we going to help each other or not?
Of course, of course. It makes zero sense to now be like, bye bitch. Sorry. I was trying not to swear.
Shadowheart. One moment.
What you got there? What you got there, girl? What's that?
It's nothing. Trust me.
Enough of this chatter. We need to get to the helm. Now.
She's right. Lead on.
Incredible, not Shadowheart admitting Lae'zel is right. Now, that quest is complete. We rescued her. And she joined us. So, let's get going. We don't need restoration. We're all good. So, we can get going. We can save once more. And get through there. And there's another restoration chamber in case you probably run into this fire. That's the word that I was looking for.
In the helm. Once inside, do as I say.
Yeah, sure.
Who put you in charge? I'll trust my own judgment.
These two. These two. Come on, admit you love each other. That's ridiculous. I mean, not yet, but later. Later. There we go, and through this sphincter. What a crew we are. Oh, hello. Hello, hello. And by... This makes sense since we are currently in the hells, that there would be campions and devils here. And imps trying to attack us.
Connect the nerves of the transponder. We must escape. Now.
We will.
Do it. We will deal with the Geich after we escape.
I said this before. Oh, baby. I've said this before, but I do think it is very fun how this game makes you an ally of this mind flayer in the beginning, because that is the realistic situation. We want all of these people dead, but as it is right now, we are allied with them. I think that's just fun. It immediately gives you like moral gray space. Okay, so Shadowheart is a cleric, so she's more spell-based. But I don't want to waste any of the non-cantrip spells on these characters, so I mean, I assume you are fire resistant, but that could still be enough, so let's try that. That was enough, very good.
On my way.
So then let's get going. Very good, that was a nice miss. Then us just attack them. Very good. Very good, us. Thank you.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
And now the three of us are at one spot because we rolled the same initiative. So that's good.
Right on my feet.
Let's go there. And we can potentially use Thorn Whip. No, okay, that's not close enough. That's fine. Ooh, that looks really cool. But alas, we can at least dash with our little legs to run ahead. As you can see, we can't walk that far at all because we're a small creature, which is fine. Very good. that looks really cool. I like this attack stance very much with the 2 scimitars. That's very cool. Okay, and we have a bonus attack, which is a flourish, and we can also offhand attack, but we're too far away, so that doesn't work. And our action was to dash, so we gotta stop now. That's upsetting. Why are you saving? So now I can tell you that I do want to try that, and for that I'm gonna save again. I do want to try to get this guy down because I want his sword. It's not an easy accomplishment, but we can try, and I would like to try. I think we should focus on getting this guy out of the picture first, though. But I would very much like to try getting a sword. I think it's really fun. Just quickly check if it's still recording. It is, cool. And then we're gonna end turn. Indeed, indeed. Okay, so I'm just getting everyone to come closer and attack. Let's try that. It's not gonna do much, but we can also try Sacred Flame, which is a cantrip. I don't understand quite why this is here and this is there. I have a mod for improved UI, so you know that might be doing something, but we can try that. I think he doesn't have resistance against radiant damage. That did nothing, but it's a cantrip, so that's fine. So we can repeat it, is what I'm saying. Okay, and you can dash also. So maybe dash around him. Nice.
Time to push my luck again.
And you can at least try and rip this guy down. And it worked. Incredible. It's pretty great.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
So our goal is, just to reiterate, to get to this thing, to connect the nerves on the transponder. But I am trying to get this guy down to 0 so that we can get his sword. Alas, this guy would need to do major amounts of damage because we don't have the facilities for that, big man. I know, I don't want to. I don't want to ignore him. I want to give you his sword, lazy. Be grateful. Be grateful. She sadly wasn't close enough to get close enough for a actual attack. She's way better at, or she does way more damage on melee. Come on, live long enough to do some damage. Now, we're gonna try. I'm gonna save again, just in case I want to save scum. Gonna try and, well, actually, I'm wondering, we could try and do lacerate, which gives him bleeding, which makes him easier to hit. Okay, that didn't work, but it could have. So let's try flourish, which gives him off balance, which also makes him easier to hit. And that worked. That's very good. And for some reason, we can still get away, which is cool. There wasn't an attack of opportunity, which usually happens if you're too close to an enemy and walk away. So now we can try Inflict Wounds, which is like a really heavy spell for first level. And now we have advantage, which is great. So there's a higher chance to hit him with it. This would be great if it worked. And it worked, and it did, for us, for first level, an insane amount of damage. Thank you, Shadowheart. Very nice of you. And then us. Go and claw him. Nope. Okay. How do you keep missing, my guy? It would be, he has not hit a single time, I think. Or like for 12 hits or something, 12 points of damage. So let's attack him. Let's try lacerate again, which she also can do. He saved on lacerate, but that still did some damage. And we can try to daze him with our offhand attack. That didn't work, but it was an attempt. Cool.
It's now or never.
Sure, but I think you should try inflict wounds again. Or do we want to risk it? It's 50% chance is not that high, you know.
Easy these days.
But I can't do anything that affects his status, I think. I think this is just a damage thing, but it I think it might make a cloud, so I'm not sure.
Got to concentrate.
Let's just try if inflict wounds works. It's 50-50. That's what I thought. Then, girl,
On my way.
get on your way. Exactly. And you can try and hit again. You did, that's very nice.
Still on my feet.
And you 1 to 6, 3 to 8. It almost makes more sense to actually just hit him. Oh, okay. That's that was not on purpose, but dual wielding was on, so I automatically hit with both weapons, or try to hit with both weapons. Okay. Nice. Nice. That was really important. He's stunned now, which I can inspect that. Stunned means for 1 turn he can't do anything, and he also got hit quite a lot, so this is looking really good. Let's hit him. Great, that was really great. It just showed the imp, but that wasn't what I was looking at. That was really good. So now he's not stunned anymore, but that's fine. We're gonna start with us first. Okay, us, I would have loved that to hit.
Focused.
But
Survival is all that matters.
let's turn that off. I just turned dual wielding off. That was great. That was really good. And do a little offhand. And it hit. This is pretty great. This is going pretty well. Let's save, since I just jinxed it. But it's going pretty well.
Ready.
The reason I'm so chill about getting to the transponder is that we have 11 turns to make it over there. And there's some more enemies that will spawn, but this guy is the one that's most interesting to us at this point. So let's try some more Sacred Flame. Well, that usually never hits, but that was an extremely good hit, actually. 8, that was max damage. Crazy. So you can already kind of get on your way. As you can see, sorry Shadowheart.
Hurry before they strike.
Sorry to throw you to the enemies, but that just spawned these. So
On I go.
get going. Nice. And there you killed him. And now we have this guy still alive, which is a problem. But it's fine. You should pick up his stuff. Very nice. You can also immediately equip it. The Everburn Blade, which gives you an insane amount more damage than you did before. That was your action to equip that, but that's fine.
On the move.
Walk. There we are. Now, Shadowheart just shooting people out of the sky. There we go. You're gonna be fine. I want to remind everyone that this is on easy mode. So, well, easy mode, explorer mode, so we're taking a chill pull here.
Nothing will stand in my way.
Yes, indeed.
On my way.
Can you from here hit the boat? No, that's too far. So then we just dash and walk ahead. Because I also want us to be the ones to connect that. But this guy is currently still our ally because there's other enemies, but best believe he's gonna turn on us once those are dead. So You are so useless in this fight. But alas.
Make way.
Okay, now we're all just not hitting anymore. But it's gonna be fine. Don't you dare damage us. I think it almost makes no sense to do that. I'll try and hope that this works. I did, but that did almost nothing. Okay. That was just really dumb. Because it walked around so many of us, there were several opportunity attacks. But us, go kill that guy. As I said, he is now of the opinion that he will kill us because we are no longer required. We're gonna dash because I'm pretty sure this doesn't need an action, so we're just gonna run over here. And this went pretty perfect. This actually went better than my first attempt, I think. I'm gonna save. And we're gonna connect the transponder. We made it.
The Helm's alien transponder. You made it in time.
We made it. We made it. Very cool. Hello. Hello. Hello, my guy. Hello, hello. Oh, we're not dead. No one can tell me. But those are holding strong. And I think it's so interesting how it immediately goes back to, yes, we are one person, we're just trying to survive. Even though we had allies a second ago, now we are on a falling ship. And we don't know where they are, and we don't know where we are. And we're trying to survive. And we will, don't worry. Hell yes. Hell yes. This is a lovely little spoiler, this screen, for a wonderful area we're gonna go. It's also my desktop background, actually. A little tidbit. Little fun fact about me. And there we are. We escaped the hells, but we're still falling. As many people are watching. For example, these two very important characters. See you later, girl. And that's obviously a huge thing. And there is lots of interest in our descent on this land. You, go away. Oh no, oh no. Don't worry, we'll be fine. Don't worry, don't worry. And there we go. Miraculous safety. There we are, lying on the beach, looking beautiful, of course. And our head hurts, understandably.
As you wake, the tadpole squirms in your skull.
Okay. Would we check ourselves for injuries or orient ourselves? I think we're more of a nature-y person, so probably surroundings.
Chaos of the crash site confuses the landscape. You'll need to find a settlement or landmark, and you'll need to do it quickly. The tadpole is a death sentence, and the clock is ticking. You need a cure.
Indeed, and with that, we get the main plotline of this playthrough. I'm gonna save. We get the main quest, we escape the Nautiloid, and now our main quest throughout this entire game was gonna be to save ourselves from this tadpole in our head. That's what we're gonna start next episode. I can see the level up screen flashing at us down there. We're gonna do that next time. I can also see a certain person lying there, unconscious, in the back. We're gonna do that next time. So today we played through the tutorial. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you had fun playing with me, playing along with me. Hope this was nice. And I hope that whatever you guys do next, it goes super, 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 super well. And if that is sleeping, if you're watching these videos to sleep, sleep well. Sweet dreams. And good night.